All right, guys, another wee knife to talk about today. This is the Excision limited edition knife that Alice from Ali Paracord loaned in. This is a very cool knife, and when I did the unboxing, I kind of was confused that maybe I had already done this knife because she had sent me the Ziphius previously, which is essentially the same knife with a different blade shape. There may be some other little nuances, but this one I like a lot better just because of the blade shape. I think it just works better for me personally. So let's dive into it. It's from Wii. It's a limited edition cardboard box and zippered pouch. Here is a few of the specs you can pause and look at if it's in focus. And there you go. It's a pretty cool knife. I won't go into all of the specs and dimensions because, well, you can look that up online. This is number 139 out of 210. I'm not sure why they picked 210 as their limited run number, but they oftentimes do. It is basically all titanium and CPM 20 CV for the blade. Everything else is titanium. Titanium scales, titanium hardware, titanium backspacer, and clip that have been heat anodized. Not my favorite treatment on titanium like that, but you know, I think it looks good. This is not really my favorite. I would almost like something a little different between the clip and the backspacer. On one hand, it blends in, it looks really nice, but I think really I would like a little more contrast between the clip and the backspacer. It's kind of they call it an integrated backspacer, I think. It's kind of a cap. It's like a taco that kind of goes over the scale. So you remove these couple of screws and this would pop off. And then inside you have, there's actually a couple of barrel spacers there in the back to hold it together. See if I can show that. There's a barrel spacer there to hold it really together. Stop pin up there. So it's a little bit different type of construction. Has a very interesting lanyard hole that goes in here and comes out kind of the butt end. So you can put a lanyard if you so choose. I do like the black and gold treatment on the scales. And I love the two-tone blade here. It is slightly compound. So you can kind of see there's a line right here that arcs down. It's not super common on a drop point blade. It does happen, but you have a nice hollow grind back here and a flat grind up here at the tip for a little bit more strength and whatnot there at the tip. So again, we usually see that in a Tonto, where the Tontoed version is a flat grind and the belly is a hollow grind. But it does happen sometimes on drop points as well. You also have the titanium heated pivot collars on the one side, which is interesting. So all in all, it's a very cool button lock if you're into button locks. You can thumb open it. The flipper tab works well also. This case, the flipper tab almost works better than the thumb hole. Oftentimes it's the reverse, where the flipper tab is a little soft, but you hit it with the thumb stud or the thumb hole and it fires open. This particular one, I find that to be the reverse, where the flipper tab is the stronger firing option. All in all, I like this one a lot better than the Ziphius. And I'll put a link at the end to the Ziphius video directly and my Wii playlist because I've done a bunch of Wii knives. So it runs on bearings. It's 5 inches closed and 8 5/8 overall. Weighs in at 4.4 ounces. The rest of the stuff, does anybody really care? You tell me, because I'm kind of changing the way I'm doing things a little bit here. So here it is with the Sharpie. The Spider Godelica. Not sure I have another Wii knife here to compare it to just now. the Kubi KB237. I don't know. How about the Orion Knives Cetus? Kind of blew it there. This has actually been a great knife. Super good worker knife. Great, budget option that if it gets messed up, it's okay because it's like $65. This one was more than that. You're not going to want to mess this up, but I would totally carry this. I'm also the guy that carries, one-off customs and does work with them and, chips the blades when I'm prying with them and doing things you shouldn't do. So, yeah, don't listen to me on how to carry your knives. Anyway, Alice, thank you so much for loaning this in. It was great to see this one comparing sort of to the Ziphius that we did earlier. So thanks a lot, everyone. Please go check out the Ziphius playlist, the Ziphius video, as well as the Wii playlist, because Wii does a ton of fantastic knives under the Wii brand, as well as they OEM for other brands. So they are out there and have millions of knives from tons of different branded in many different ways. You know what I mean. Enjoy. Thanks a lot, guys.